Hi all and welcome back. So in today's tutorial we'll be diving deep into ServiceNow Washington feature which is Workflow Studio. So in today's tutorial we'll be seeing what is Workflow Studio, what are the features which Workflow Studio provides in Washington release, and what are the best features out of it. Okay, so we will go with the walkthrough for the new features, or we can call it as new actions, and see how exactly it will be useful into our day-to-day activity. So without any further ado, so what you can see on my screen is my personal development instance, which is currently on Washington release. And for today's tutorial, what we'll be doing, you will be working on my meeting room booker application, okay, in the App Engine Studio. So basically, you can find this particular application on my ServiceNow share also. And what we'll be doing, basically, this application is nothing but um, it's an application where you can add meeting rooms and you can book and also share the feedback for those rooms. Okay, pretty simple application. So in today's tutorial, what we'll be doing, we'll create a add-on on this particular application. Use you can call it as service catalog, and using this service catalog, we can create meeting rooms. We can add new meeting rooms. Okay, so if I go to the experience, right? So I've already created a standard catalog item. Will not be going into demonstration for it because it will work. Okay, I've already tried it out, but I will create it from scratch for you. Okay, just to explain what features are there in the Washington release of Workflow Studio and how exactly we can use it out. So this is a catalog item which I've created. Pretty simple catalog item. I've just extended all the fields for the catalog item. So if I go on the preview mode, right, for the same, so it asks basic entities which are required in order to create a meeting room. So it will have name of the meeting room, then it will have what is the capacity of meeting room, what amenities that meeting room is providing, and some description around the same. A couple of variables out there. So it's loading. Let's see, and then we'll go to the native viewer to create a flow using the Workflow Studio. So don't get confused between Workflow Studio will be associated with Workflow. Workflow Studio in Washington is associated with the Flow Designer. So we'll be seeing it out if it loads today. Still loading. Okay. So this is the basic form. Okay. So it's a catalog item with the name add meeting room, and it has fields like name of the room, location of the room, amenities, description, and number. Number with the capacity. I have to just update it out, but I will update it at a later point. So I will jump onto the native view and we'll get started with the Workflow Studio, right? So what you have to do, you have to just navigate to in filter navigator, just type Workflow Studio, and under process automation, we'll be able to find the Workflow Studio like this. Okay, over here. So what you have to do, you have to just click on it and it will open up the studio for you. So you can consider it as it's not a different model. It's like a flow designer interface only, but a lot of things got changed on top of it. So you can say that flow designer dashboard got revamped and added new features. So I'll be giving some briefing on some of the features. So if we start from the start, right? Okay. So we have homepage. This is the new homepage for the flow designer. Then we have operations. In operations, we have what? So basically what operation is like execution, you can say. So here you can see process execution, and you can also see the flow execution. What are the flow getting executed at this particular point of time? And then we have integrations. So in integration, you will be able to see all the spokes, and you can also configure the connections from here. So we'll not deep dive into that. We'll just have the visuals of the same, and probably in the upcoming tutorials, I will create a video around the same. Okay. So it's still loading. Oh, it's still loading. Okay. It will be just tiles of the spokes. Okay. I don't want to waste time over there. Probably we can come at the later point. And what we want to do on the home page. Now, along with the flow, subflow, and actions, okay, you can see process and decision tables also. You can see processes are listed over here, and also all the decision table are also you can find over this dashboard also. It's pretty convenient, okay, because we used to use a lot of decision table in a flow designer, right? And we have to navigate to a different module itself for it. But now you can get those details over here. Apart from that, what you can see is pick up where you left. So basically, I really like this particular feature. It showcases what exactly you were working um at your last session, okay, or last updated sessions, right? And also, so I don't have to just navigate to flow again and again to find the flow on which I'm working currently. I can find it over there. And also you can see the latest updates. Okay, so these are the same context. Okay, it will show you the latest updated flows. Okay, but not by yourself, but by the other teammates. Okay, so you can find all the details from across the instance, whatever users are working on flow. You can see those updates over here. And also we have some product documentation, ServiceNow videos, and so on in order to learn this entire studio out. So this is fine, right? Now what we'll do, we'll just create a new flow only, so that I can show you so if you click on new, now you will get process, flow, subflow, action, or decision table. I want to create a flow. So we'll create a flow, and I will give it a name, create meeting room. Okay, this is the OS used to create new meeting rooms. Okay, and I can simply go to build flow, and the flow will get created. So you must be aware about the flow designs. Okay, you must be using the flow, but now the visuals of the flows got changed to some extent to a betterment only. Okay, it's creating any harm for us, right? Just this loading time. Okay, I'm really done with the so the flow is getting created now. And basically, what are the features? Okay, till that particular time, what are the features which got introduced as a part of Washington release? So what I remember on top of my head, there is a undo redo button. Okay, now we have diagramming view, for which I've already created video, so you can refer that particular video out. You can also fire the event actions. Okay, from the flow, you can um you have new action introduced called go back to. So basically, you can route your flow based on certain action to the previous steps. Okay, you have a new action called do the following until, then you have try catch. Very important, right? So these are the thing, and we will be seeing one by one all those actions. The loading. We will wait. We can't do anything apart from this. So I will be skipping the video on diagramming view today because I've already created video. If you want to refer it out, you can refer from my YouTube channel for that. Taking longer than I expected. Just close this out. Wow. So this is the interface which we see. This is the workflow. This is a flow designer interface. Okay. And as you can see, a lot of changes out there. Let me just make it full screen. Okay. So let's add some trigger. So I will add a trigger and I will make it as service catalog. I will make it done. And also now what I will do, I will just get the variables out there. So if I type variables, so we will get catalog variables, and here I will select request item, this particular one, and it's for add meeting room. This is a catalog item, and for that we have this particular variable. So we'll pull all these particular variables, right? Done. So we have added all the variables over there. Okay. Now the first and the foremost thing, what you can see, I don't have to save the flow. Okay, because the save button is grayed out. Okay. So this is the first feature which got introduced into Washington release. This particular feature allows us, it allows the feature of auto save. So we don't have to manually save the flow. It will get auto saved during the session time. So this is the first feature. If you don't believe, if I go over here, if I close this out, okay, I haven't saved anything. And if I open this particular flow again, so it will open with all the configuration which we did till now. You can see, right? So this is the first thing. On the flow side, now I will just go to edit flow again. Now what we'll be doing as a next step, one more feature I want to show you. You can see this particular toggle buttons at the top, right? So these are undo and redo. So basically what it does, if you have added, you get undo and redo the steps. Okay. So if I add one more action, okay, let's look. So basically what we want to do, now we have collected all the catalog variables. Now what we'll be doing, we'll create a task, catalog task, okay, out of it. So if I create task forward for the request item. Sorry, my bad on this. So we want create catalog task, right? So I will just go type catalog, create catalog task, and we'll give the reference of the request IR team over here. It will pre-fill the values, and what we'll do, we will add certain field. So this is the waiting room review task. So basically what we want to do, we want to get this particular task assigned to the facility team so that they can review this particular task if the information provided is valid or not. So I will just add the fields, and I will add what assignment group. I'll assign it to, is there anything with the facility? Database. Security. Let's just assign it to help desk only, okay? Let's not waste time on this. Nothing else. So you can get it assigned to any name. So I will keep it as a help desk for now. And we also want to have this template. So template for add meeting room. And I want all the variables also to be seen on the reason bin, so that it will be visible for the catalog person who is working on the catalog item, that what exactly is happening, what is the information on the catalog task. So once this is done, now we want to wait till the catalog task is closed. Okay, so I will just go and I will add wait for condition, and we'll give the condition based on the catalog task. I will just pull on this record, and what condition we want to pull, we want to keep, we want to wait for state is one off, close complete or close incomplete. Okay. So now this is done. Now why I'm adding this particular thing out will be once the wait is over. Now what we want to do, we want to trigger the approval. Approval to whom? Approval to the requester manager. So for that we can do ask for approval and approval on what? Requested item. What I will do, it will be approve or reject. Because anyone approves or reject. Okay. And now what I will do, let's not add this one. I will just go to trigger service catalog, request item that will be opened by. Is opened by, where is the opened by, or let's take requested for and his manager. Okay, so we want to trigger the approval to this. Now comes the feature. Okay, now what we want to do, we want to send the notification to the approver till the time he does approve the request. Okay, approve or reject. Okay, so we just want to chase him out. So for that, what you can do, you can use now do the following until. So basically, what it does, you provide the condition here. You can provide an action or a set of actions which needs to be performed until certain condition is met. So in this particular scenario, what we want, that we want to trigger the notification to the user till the time the user is not approving the request. So for that, what we can do the following until we will provide the condition and the condition will be on approval state, right? So I will just go condition, ask for approval status, approval state is not requested. So till the time the approval is not requested, that means he has either approved it out or rejected it out, right? What do we want to do? You can mention it over here. So we just want to send the notification. Now here comes the new feature. Okay. So till then, what we used to do, we used to just create a notification at the backend, and then we used to use send notification action to send the notification, right? But in Washington is we got the capabilities which we can trigger the event also. So it's fire event. So basically you will get the privilege to add all kind of parameters, okay, required for the same. So I will just give the dummy event, any of the dummy event, just for the demo purpose. I will replacing it out at the backend. And what do we want to do? We want to put it based on the catalog task. Okay, parameter 1 and 2 also you can pass. So this is one of the feature. So we have looked into 2 features in terms of action, do the following until and fire event. So this is how you can use this particular features out. Now the next feature what got introduced is go back to. This is really important. So what we'll do now, we'll just go with the approval logic, that if the approvals, I will just go with the flow logic, that if the approval state, right, approval state is rejected. So if the approval is rejected, what exactly we want to do? So if the approval state is rejected, that means there is something wrong with that meeting room allocation, right? So we want to again create a catalog task, okay, get it reviewed, and then it will follow the same process. Okay, if they reject on the catalog task, then we will close the request out. So if the request is rejected, then what we'll do, we'll just go back to, so this is a new action. So basically, whenever we used to have a discussion of workflow versus flow design, right, this was one of the points which always used to raise, that there is no rollback activity. Okay, there is no option to roll back. Now we have the option. So you can simply go back to which particular state we want to go back to the create catalog task. Done. So you can see these arrows also. So if the approval is rejected, okay, it will go back to the catalog task. You can click on this arrow and it will show you that at this particular stage it will jump to. So this is also one of the feature. And now the last thing, if everything is good and if the approval is approved, okay, uh, I will just add else. Okay, if it's approved, then what we want to do, we want to just create a record. So whatever I will do, I will not directly create the record. I'll just put it in the try. This is also a new feature. So I will just go to the flow logic. I'll just type try. So this is a try catch. Okay, this is used in order to achieve the error handling. So what I want to do, I want to try to create a record on the meeting room table. So I will just go action, create record on which particular table. It will be meeting room. Okay, and what all fields. So I will add all the variables out there. Okay, so I can give name of the room will be equal to name of the room. Okay, then what amenities, will get the value from the variable amenities of the room. Then we have location, we'll get it from the location of the room. And what else is remaining? And description. Okay, I will add this for only for now. Description, we'll get it from description. Now during the insertion of this particular record, if something goes wrong, if you find error, then it will jump to, if how exactly it works, try this particular activity. If some error occurs, and if some error occurs at this particular step, then it will get catch. So what do you want to do if the error occurs? Okay, so we have to just log it out. So I will just log the information, log. I want it as error log, and what message I want to add over here. I can simply go to create record, action status and message, done. So in this way, you can use the workflow. Okay, and also you have the diagramming view. This is also one of the major feature which got rolled out. So if you click on this, you get the diagramming view for the day. And as I mentioned earlier, I've already created a tutorial for the same, so you can look into that. So in today's tutorial, what we saw, basically we have seen the new interface for flow design, which is called a Workflow Studio. Okay, then we have seen multiple things, like on the dashboard we can see there is an inclusion of process and decision tables. Okay, then we can see our updates and teams update on the right hand side. Also, we on the flow designer side, we have seen the flow undo and redo button, autosave feature. Then we have seen diagramming view. We have seen how we can fire an event from the flow. We have seen the go back to activity. Then we have seen the activity to the following until, and also the try catch. So this is all for today's tutorial. I hope you like it out. If you like it out, please subscribe to my channel so that you will get notified of my upcoming videos. Till then, stay safe, stay happy, and a nice day. Thank you.